All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with this reaction video. This is a reaction video from AEW Dynamite because you know Bobby Monsoon, he loves Dynamite. I can't wait for the day he do Collision, but let's just go ahead and get started with this. I mean, you see the match card that happened Wednesday, so we're not gonna waste no time. Let's go ahead and get started. However, I need to warn you guys about a little something with this video. Bobby Monsoon, you know how he usually gets hyped up when you watch an AEW, but from the last video, you could tell that bro been kind of overwhelmed with the booking of Tony Khan because, of course, he can't stop thinking about that club and he can't stop thinking about MJF. And that's the reason why he got this mean mug on his on the thumbnail and this scary picture of Thekla. Of course, I understand the title, you know what I'm saying, because he obviously is upset that Thekla is not going to be an all-in this year. But I'm thinking maybe she'll appear and just attack Mercedes Moné and take the belt from her. Or Will Nightingale can retain and then Thekla take the belt, and then we can finally get Mercedes versus Thekla at All Out or Full Gear. You get what I'm saying? So I think right now we're just guessing, but we'll talk about it during the video. So let's not waste no time. Let's go ahead and get started. What's up, guys? I just want to let you guys know that I just signed up for Twitch. So if you guys want to catch me streaming or you want to catch me on somebody else's stream, make sure you guys get on the bio and click on the link. So that way you can subscribe and catch me on there and on online, because right now it says offline, but I will be online and I'll let you guys know. Also, make sure you guys scan this QR code to follow me on Instagram. If not, you can get in the bio and there'll be a link down below where you can do it on there for, if you want it just to be simple or very easy for you. If you don't want to scan the QR code, the link will be on the bio. Also, don't forget my Twitter page. I also have that. That will also be on the bio for the link down below. So make sure you guys follow me on there. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You already know what it is. You already know I always drop that exclusive content for you guys. So, of course, we got to get to the video. So let's go ahead and get to the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share if you're new. Let's get started.
After one of the greatest AEW women's title reigns of all time, after putting the women's division on her back and carrying it for months, after introducing us to the dominant faction, the Triangle of Madness, the biggest event of the year is coming up, and Thekla is nothing but sadness. Where's Thekla at? Oh, I can hear the AEW sickos right now. Shut up and watch Collision, right? Shut up and watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, right? Shut up and watch AEW be the greatest company in the world where everything is perfectly fine. Give me a break. I guess I'm gonna have to say it because a lot of y'all just want to ignore it. Thekla disappearing!
I mean, technically AEW is the best in the world. It's just the problem is, they're being a little relaxed right now, and that's the reason why Dynamite numbers are going down. Collision doing good, but Dynamite, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to talk about that right now. We'll talk about that later in the video. But however, we do need Thekla back. Of course, she's not going to be able to compete, but she could definitely come out and stop the celebration. Rather, Will Nightingale retain or Mercedes Moné wins. So hopefully she comes back and attack both ladies to take the belt from, Mercedes Moné. But the problem is she's not going to win it back. And the reason why is because Mercedes just won the belt. And if you think Tony Khan is going to drop it back to Thekla, you're wrong. She's going to have to wait until World's End or Revolution in order for her to get her redemption. You feel what I'm saying? So it's going to take a minute, bro. It's going to take a while. So be prepared, because Mercedes Moné, if she wins that belt, I guarantee you it's going to be very hard to get that belt off of her. But the only person that could probably dethrone her is either Thekla or Bailey if she don't, tap out to the Fed. You know what I'm saying? Because I see she did an 11-year celebration, and a lot of people are speculating she's going to re-sign. But I don't believe that. I think they're just, she's just doing this just to get people talking. And, Mercedes, of course, said it would be awesome to see her at AEW. Hopefully she does sign, but right now, people are just speculating, and I'm just hoping that Bayley just hang in there until October to give us what we need, in order for us to go where she need to go. And that's why I'm still screaming free Bayley, because I hope Bayley don't resign, but we're just hoping that she don't. You know what I'm saying? We're hoping. But, as of right now, people are speculating, and, they just making up shit. So let's just hope that she don't tap out, man. But, because I don't want to go nuclear on Bayley, man. I really don't. I'm too old to get angry and yell and scream. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of gave up on the Judgment Day videos. I mean, I'm still posting them here and there, but I just tired, man. It's exhausting. So I just had to leave it alone, man. But yeah, I mean, I think Tekla will be back? Hell yeah, bro. But but the question is she coming back at All In? That's the thing. Is she gonna come back and stop Mercedes and Willow in their tracks? I mean, that's the question. Because you gotta come back at some point. Like, we need you. Like, people want you back, including Bobby Monsoon. I ain't never seen him this stressed out to where he want Tekla back so bad. But he's going to explain why he feels this way. I mean, obviously, I have never seen him like this before when Tekla was champion. So let's just see. Let's see. Let's see if she'll come back. But I do believe she will, though. So just give it a minute, man. She'll come. But let's continue.
From AEW television, on the cusp of their biggest event of the year, fresh off of carrying the women's division on her back. Majority of 2026 is nothing short of a travesty. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if you ask me, I think our boy Tony Khan might have a bad case of, I don't know, arachnophobia. Oh, why you say that, Bobby Monsoon? Well, it's obvious. Look how he got rid of the toxic spider! Man, I've been trying to hold this in, y'all, but the closer we get to All In, the more frustrated I become. For the life of me, I don't understand what's going on with Tekla. I think people are forgetting just how important she was in the women's division this year. Mercedes Moné disappeared from AEW television in January and didn't return till June for the Owen Hart tournament. Then in March, Toni Storm was completely written off television and hasn't been back since. So for months, AEW was missing their top two biggest stars in the entire women's division. They tried putting the rocket on Chris Statlander, but for whatever reason, the booking fell flat. Statlander even admitted it in an interview.
First of all, I disagree with that heavily, because Chris Statlander had one of the greatest title reigns of all time. And the reason why I say that is because when she won the belt, you got to think about the matches that she had with Mina Shafir, right? With Toni Storm, with Mercedes Moné, one of the greatest matches that she ever had in her career, when she faced Mercedes Moné in Full Gear and went full gear on the CEO. You feel what I'm saying? Like, literally. And then facing Jamie Hayter on World's End, you know what I'm saying? Facing, Tekla as her last opponent, you know what I mean? Facing her twice, you know what I'm saying? First time she beat her, and then, of course, she lost. But other than that, she had one of the greatest title reigns of anything, and she had one of the greatest babyface turns of all time too. Like, the fact that she stayed as a face and didn't join the Death Riders, even though I think that was a mistake on her end, but that's later down the road when she lost the belt. Once she lost the belt, bro, her storytelling kind of lackluster from there. You can't say stale when she had the belt. You got to say it's stale when she don't have the belt, because when she don't have the belt, bro, she ain't telling no story. I mean, what story is she telling now? Ever since she lost the belt, instead of going the route where she's going to turn heel, start beating up bitches, start slapping them, start hurting them, start breaking them, instead of doing that, she went from that to hooking up with Hakushida saying, "This is my friend. This is my partner. Yeah." No. Give us dominance, man. Like, we want Chris Stanlander mad. We want Chris Stanlander angry. We want Chris Stanlander to say, damn it. Ever since I lost that belt, man, I've been an angry streak. You feel what I'm saying? Shawty should have went the Tommaso Ciampa route. Seriously, she should have. Like, I don't know why Tony Khan couldn't pull the trigger, man. Like he had it right there. Like, Chris Stanlander was so mad, so angry that she lost that belt, and the reason why is because she can't beat Thekla. She lost to Thekla like twice, and that should have pissed her off to the point where she wanted to beat the brakes out of Thekla. She wanted to go Swerve Strickland on her. She wanted to go like Hangman Adam Page on her. She wanted to go John Moxley on her. She wanted to go Darby Allin on her. She wanted to go, like literally wanted to go MJF on her. Like literally beat the brakes out of Thekla. Literally destroy her. But nah, man. They just gonna brush that off and have Chris Stanlander care about Harley Cameron, care about, Mina and Thunder Rosa and Maya World. It's just like, no, you should be beating these bitches up. Who cares that you're cool with Harley, even though that's my baby mama and I don't want to see her get hurt? I will be okay with it if you tell a story. You have to, see, people don't understand, man. Chris Stanlander is just a better wrestler when she's an angry bitch. Like when she's angry and moody and bitchy and literally having mood swings. Like, you don't understand, man. I've seen women like Chris Stanlander. They're not nice. They're not. They're very selective who they fuck with. And I get it, bro. I get it. You might think Chris Stanlander is cool. But by appearance, in my opinion, she don't look like a nice person. She don't. And the reason why I say that is because if she looked like a nice person, then why is every time I look at her, I see a mean frown? She always got her arms folded. Every time she with her man, she don't let him touch her ass. It's just like, I just think Shawty's complicated, and I do think she's trying to be a goody two shoes, but that's not gonna work for me. I barely get booty pics from her. The only time you do is when she have pants on. Come on, man. I don't. And this woman got passes.com. Man, look, dog. Y'all don't pay attention. Like Chris Stanlander, she bad as shit when she put on a dress. Let me show y'all this pic. Look at that. Fox, oh mama. God damn. God damn. Please don't come out the house with no panties. Please don't come out the house with no panties. Please don't come out the house with no panties. Please, I'm too proud to beg. Do not come out the house with no panties, baby. Please don't come out the house with no panties, baby. No. Let that coochie breathe. Let that coochie breathe. Shawty looking bad as shit with that goddamn white top. With that goddamn black skirt. Skirt. Wanna lift it up. Yeah. Stick it up. Stick 'em up. Stick 'em up. Stick 'em up. Stick 'em up. Get it up. Back shots. Woo. I mean, this is the type of chick that you don't want to give no flowers and no mouthwater and candy to. You give her a cherry Coke and some goddamn box of pizza, no matter if it's from Little Caesars or from Pizza Hut or from Hungry Howie's or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Any pizza places around the spot, you just go get it, come back to the crib with a nice little 1 gallon of goddamn Pepsi. She sip it up while she eating a goddamn slice of pizza. You be like, don't thank me now. Wait till we get in that bedroom. I tell you, man, Chris know how to dress, man. Like you call her Stat Daddy, I call her Stat Mommy. Ooh. Hola tienes, mama. Beat up that coochie, baby. Beat that punani. Pow, 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 pow. This your warning shot, Chris. Pow on that coochie. Pow on that booty hole. Booty hole, booty hole, booty hole. You know what I'm saying? Get that tongue ready. My mouth can use some good exercising. I know what you thinking. You probably thinking like, well, what if I go down on you, daddy? I'll be like, no. First of all, don't call me daddy. Call me Spanky. Because I'm going to spank your ass when I get you in that bedroom and I'll get to smacking on them big old cheeks that I love to put my face on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Bend that ass over. Let that coochie breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Shake that ass for who? Shake that ass for me. I don't think you're ready for this year. I don't think you're ready for this year. I don't think you're ready for Chris. That little bootylicious. I don't think you're ready for this year. I don't think you're ready for this year. I don't think you're ready for Chris. That little bootylicious. Shit. She asking me, can I handle that? Can I handle it? Hell yeah, if you get me in that goddamn bedroom shit, we could do it on the couch. I know how to get it in, baby. I know how to get it in. I know how to get it in. 'Cause, baby, you so sexy, I want to squeeze it. That pussy so clean. Ain't nobody so sexy than Kristen Linder. That pussy so clean. All right, enough about that. But you get the point. Let me change this photo before I get. Let me change this photo, bro. I don't want to get goonery all over here. Let me change the photo. But anyway, the bottom line is this, bro. Regardless how y'all feel about Chris Stanlinder's title reign, I liked her title reign. Her title reign was amazing. It was something to go back to, and I ain't gonna lie. If you guys are saying it's stale because she was collabing with Will Nightingale and Harley Cameron, and I get what y'all saying, because, I ain't gonna lie, I really didn't like them teaming up. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I mean, shout out to my baby mother and Will and Nightingale, sister. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it was cool at first, but then you start to see the promos, and it's just like, bro, why y'all making Will Nightingale and Harley Cameron look like jobbers, bro? Like, come on, dog. Like, I didn't like that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't like that, and that's why I'm kind of glad they separated. Because even though I miss Harley, teaming up with Willow, it was causing a distraction for Chris Stanlander, and I just think it was messing up her title reign a little bit, just a little bit. But it was still great, though. I mean, like before she started collabing with those three, bruh, she was going hard, bro. Like, seriously, one of the best title reigns of all time. And but once she started facing Thekla, man, that was a wrap. That was a wrap, man. And now I'm just wondering, is she gonna turn heel? Because we saw that match after effect with the Fatal 4-Way, and I still need to do a reaction video to that. Guys, I do believe she's gonna turn. I do believe she's gonna turn, man, because there's just no way I could see Chris Lander. At some point, she's got to do it, man. Like, she has to. You already fumbled the Death Riders, so you're going to have to do it at some point. Thekla should be on your mind right now. She should be obsessed with Thekla and say, I can't stop thinking about Thekla. Like Drew McIntyre can't stop thinking about Punk and can't stop thinking about Cody. Like, you should be thinking about her. That's the thing. Chris Stanley should be obsessed with Thekla to the point where she wants to like literally kill Thekla for what happened. But that's what I'm saying. Like, where's that killer be killed instinct, man? Like, that's what I'm saying. You call yourself the Cosmic Killer. I need you to be the Psycho Killer, like Tommaso Ciampa. My shadow knows my story. Like, come on, man. Express your story. Like, guys, you don't understand, bro. Like Chris Stanlander, when she's mad and she's dark and she's moody, she don't want to talk to nobody. Bro, you miss out on the good. You feel me? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't understand. Like, Shawty is literally... I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, at some point, she's going to have to turn heel. She's going to have to. So, Chris, just do it, man. Just do it. Just do it so that way you can tell your story. And next time you get in the ring with Thekla, I want Thekla to be a babyface because obviously when she come back, she's gonna get cheered. So yeah, just let's switch the roles up, and let's hope that Chris Stanlander and Thekla will have a better rivalry than they did before. You know what I'm saying? But I want blood. You know what I'm saying? I want blood. I want tools. I want injuries. I want all that shit. Sneak attacks, all like brawls. Like give me all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I want Tony to go all out with this one. Come on, man. Let's get that rivalry back, bro. Let's do it. So, that's all I can say on that, but we can continue, though.
Now, during Statlander's title reign, she runs into Thekla, and these two have a fire strap match on Dynamite where Thekla defeats her and becomes the new AEW Women's Champion. So by the time Toni Storm disappeared in March, Thekla was already positioned as one of the women AEW was dependent on carrying this division, and saying she delivered is an understatement. This woman has carried the division on her back! For majority of the year, she had a banger match with Chris Statlander, but this time she was defending the title, beating her in 2 out of 3 falls. Fire matches with Mina Shirakawa, Jamie Hayter, Alex Winsler. She successfully defended the title in a 4-way match at Double or Nothing. And oh yeah, Starlight Kid at Forbidden Door. I wouldn't even know who Starlight Kid was, or I wouldn't know anything about Stardom if it wasn't for how good of a job Thekla did telling that story, being banned from Japan and having heat with the owner. Outside of Ospreay and Swerve, this was literally one of the best things on Forbidden Door. This woman is the total package. Fire entrance, fire theme music, incredible in-ring work, solid mic skills, and most importantly, she became a character that people like watching every week and we all got invested in. She gave AEW a legitimate top heel, and she held the women's division down when it was looking shaky. And how do we reward her? By having her lose the women's championship at Redemption, have her disappear off television, and now we're headed into All In! The biggest show of the year, and Thekla doesn't even have a match. No injury angle, no attack to write her off television, no explanation from Tony Schiavone or anyone about what happened. She just got dropped like a bag of trash. You depended on her when some of the biggest stars wasn't available. The second she lost the championship, you basically make her disappear right before the biggest show. This makes no sense. Now I know what the sickos are gonna say. Oh, Bobby, she's defending the Trios championships in Stardom. Dog, I don't give a shit about the Trios championships and Stardom. Sorry, I know what the sicko's gonna say. Oh, Bobby, let Tony Khan cook. Well, y'all smell something burning? I do, because when it comes to All In, Tekla's already cooked!
I mean, if she pull up to the match with Will Nightingale and Mercedes Moné and attack them after the match, you know what I mean, that can give her a good pop, you know what I'm saying, just so she can reclaim the title. She can do that. She can do that as a comeback.
Now, speaking of the biggest show of the year, Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega had a segment that was long as the Mississippi River, basically cramming all of their history that honestly should have been told over the few weeks leading up to this match.
Well, I got something for you, Bobby. 1 second.
Where the best wrestle, there is a war that is always fought but never won. Of heroes and villains, victories and failures, of alliances and betrayals, because of one singular goal, the AEW World Championship. Kenny Omega was a founding member of AEW in 2019, the Golden Star illuminating what wrestling could be. But at Double or Nothing, a debuting Jon Moxley provided the literal paradigm shift to the battlefront. When Mox held the title first, a rising but desperate Omega gave in to his darkest urge, the invisible hand of Don Callis. Kenny got what he wanted, but at what cost? When Omega lost the title and pressure mounted to win it back, Callis betrayed Kenny while he was facing Moxley inside a steel cage and formed the Don Callis family. Enter Will Ospreay. The Ospreay-Omega saga started in PWG in 2015. But as Kenny made waves in Japan, Will was always poised as the man to someday take his place. A burgeoning feud in New Japan led to their second singles match at Wrestle Kingdom 17.
You're either going to pass this torch or I am going to take it from you.
Engaging in wrestling mastery and vying for territorial dominance.
364 days a year, you're a better wrestler than me. But it only takes one to be a champion.
They tangled again at Forbidden Door 2023, with Don Callis producing the screwdriver just like Kenny had used on Mox. Once officially in AEW, Will began following in Kenny's footsteps as a member of the Don Callis family, the troubled path he wouldn't walk for long. Will reached his moral limit and requested his release from the family after his first and only AEW World title shot, a loss to Swerve Strickland at Forbidden Door 2024. After Omega returned from life-threatening diverticulitis in 2025, he stood beside Ospreay against the Don Callis family in a very uneasy alliance. But before those paths could intersect once more, there was another black cloud on the horizon. Jon Moxley and the Death Riders' merciless reign engulfed AEW, taking the World Championship hostage and targeting anyone who didn't share their vision. They'd encountered the aligned Omega and Ospreay inside a 10-man lights-out steel cage match at last year's Forbidden Door. Though Kenny and Will were victorious, the Death Rider shattered Ospreay's neck afterward, and now it was his turn on the shelf.
Champions stay in the game.
Miraculously returning 7 months later, Will set his sights on winning the world title in his home country at All in London. After Will's shocking loss to Jon Moxley at Dynasty, and then losing to Mark Davis via ref stoppage, Mox made Ospreay an offer. In order to achieve his goal, he had to learn from his enemies. And so began Will's journey as a Death Rider, learning to be a killer. This was exactly what Ospreay needed, ultimately to win the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, securing his title shot at All In. But while this was happening, Omega pulled out ahead. Kenny came up clutch, defeating MJF for his second world title at Beach Break. But killers always kill. After Kenny successfully defended against Kevin Knight at Redemption, the Death Riders of old struck first. They brutalized Omega, placing a chair over his neck, just like they had done to Ospreay.
You get your shot and pull the trigger, no matter who the target is.
When Mox put a plastic bag in Ospreay's hand, he saw the line he wouldn't cross and terminated his relationship with the Death Riders. Ospreay made his stand. But was it too late? Because now, the man he had been chasing all over the world for more than a decade, the man he patterned his career after, the man who he will have his dream match against, now has a tremendous grudge to bear. Will had awoken the Kenny Omega of old, not willing to give an inch, not willing to trust or befriend, not willing to let transgressions lie. Kenny vowed to be the greatest version of the best bout machine we've ever seen. Ospreay finally got his wish, but at the highest cost. Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay for the AEW World Championship at All in London. And the landscape of AEW will never be the same.
Kenny Omega, meet me in London. Will Ospreay, at Wembley Stadium, you will lose everything.
All right, so there you go. 4 minutes of history. You're welcome. Now, let's continue.
Now, with that being said, the segment was cool, man. We finally got some emotion. We finally got some personal attacks. Kenny Omega started bringing up Ospreay's mom and his family, trying to strike a nerve with Will. That's what I wanted since day one. For me, it's just a little underwhelming. I wanted a little bit more, man, but they definitely delivered at the end of the night, man. After the trios match with the Don Callis family, Ospreay came out. Him and Kenny started going back and forth. Things turned physical, and Omega eventually hit Ospreay with the one-winged angel through the table, and I've said this a million times. This is the Kenny Omega I want to see. Give me the cleaner. Give me the arrogant Kenny Omega. Give me the Kenny Omega that was managed by the OG. Give me the guy who looks like he'll do whatever it takes to prove he's still the best wrestler in the world. I like this version so much more than what we were getting before. And seeing Dynamite end like this, it definitely got me a lot more interested in the match. Now, I know this isn't the popular opinion in the AEW community, but there's a lot more on this All-In card I'm really looking forward to. more than the main event, like Takeshita, Okada, Kyle Fletcher of the Don Callis family.
It's been a while since he said
The
that.
Proto Star came out popping and letting everybody know this will be one of the greatest reigns you ever seen from an international champion. Takeshita comes out, interrupts him. They get in a brawl. Takeshita gets the best of it. He holds the title high. This was fire, man. This triple threat match for the international title is gonna be promising, dog. You had Okada in the back, man, letting Kyle Fletcher know, like, yo, bro, when I win that title, just show me the same respect. Hold my hand up like I would have held your hand up if you won the title, man. I think this triple threat match is going to be fire, man. This was a story that's been built for a long time now, man. You got Kyle Fletcher putting the knife into Takeshita back at Double or Nothing. You got Takeshita Okada still got to settle their differences. You got a lot of moving factors into this, man, and I think these three might steal the show tonight, man. But let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Yeah, I mean, people are saying this is most likely going to be the main event of the night. I mean, obviously, because, they've been building this up for, months. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the triple threat match. I don't know if Kyle's going to retain, but we'll do a poll when I say, I won't say on the day, but like before the day comes. So we'll see. We'll see. But I am looking forward to it. I ain't gonna front. Shit. I wish All In would start at 10 a.m. That would be nice. Start working on some shit. But 1 o'clock is all right, I guess. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And who I'm rooting for in this match? Anyone but Okada. I ain't feeling him, man. I mean, I like him, but I don't want him as champion, bro. We've seen him with that belt enough. All right, let Kyle tell his story. Otherwise, send him to the main event spot because he's ready. I believe he is. All right, let's continue.
Another match I'm looking forward to, Darby Allin and Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight coming out with the silk, the Rolex, the bling on. Kevin Knight, man, he looking like a superstar. He coming out, he cutting a promo, that maniac. Darby Allin comes out of nowhere, and man, they gave up the Jeff Hardy almost 20 years ago now. Remember back in the Fed where Jeff Hardy got struck by the pyro, got messed up, man? They basically did a spot like that, man. Somebody in the back pressed the pyro button. Now, I don't know who it was, but I hear the Baltimore Police Department is investigating the situation as we speak, so I'll keep y'all updated if more information comes. Darby Allin getting burnt in his face, third-degree burns. I don't know if it's really third-degree burns, but Darby Allin got messed up pretty bad when the pyro hit him. The Jet Kevin Knight, he puts the chair on his face, goes coast to coast, boom! Hit Darby Allin right in the kisser. Oh, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. False count anywhere, there's gonna be fire. Now, they had to roll out Darby Allin on the stretcher in the ambulance, man. You got Steve Borton there. Now, I don't know what he has anything to do with this, but come on, dog. Steve Borton, I understand he's Sting's son, and that's Darby Allin, young bull, but you shouldn't even be looking at the TNT title, man. It's levels. Maybe you could go to Ring of Honor and get your rank up, but respectfully, bro, it's all in time. Let Darby and let Kevin Knight cook.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this match. You know what I mean? I think it'll be cool. I mean, I do hear rumors saying that Kevin Knight's girlfriend gonna pull up. So if she be the reason why Kevin Knight retains the title, I won't be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I think the person that should dethrone him should be Speedball. And right now, Speedball just doing his thing, but hopefully he'll get another title shot against Kevin Knight and take the belt from him. But we have to wait and see. So. But yeah, I'm rooting for Kevin Knight to retain because I want Speedball to take it from him. So, but let's continue.
Next, you had Jon Moxley going over Switchblade Jay White. This was a solid match. This was actually the match of the night, man. Fire match, dog. You got Jon Moxley choking out Switchblade, man. And I don't know, man. I thought we was gonna get Jay White and John Moxley at All In. I thought Jay White was gonna actually beat John Moxley and get the Rocket to the main roster, but I don't know, man. Maybe he stick with the Bang Bang Gang. Who knows, man? After that, David Finlay, Clark Connors came through. My man Gabe Kidd's back. Gabe Kidd back in the building, come through, put a beating on Jay White. The good, the bad, the ugly, Brodito and Hangman Adam Page come out there, and it's a little brawl, man. You got the conglomerate. They actually came out too, man. And Hangman Adam Page said, man, he's grabbed the mic, he's cutting a promo, he's making jokes about I think it was Finley cowboy boots or something like that. But he says, man, anybody could get it for the AEW championship titles. Anybody, get anybody, man. And he said something, I'm paraphrasing. He said something to that effect, man. And man, it got a little bit weird after that, dog. So you got the dogs, you got the good, the bad, the ugly. You got the Don Callis family. You got the Demand somewhere in there. And also, let's not forget about Swerve. Swerve popped up and he said very little, but a lot at the same time, man. He said, yo, y'all sure y'all want to do this, man? You can get anybody. Oh. They're teasing it, y'all. Now, it could be the Hurt Syndicate. It could be Shane Taylor Promotions. It could be anybody on the roster, but we know what the rumor is. We can look online. We see on X, they said, Austin Creed and Kofi. Oh, my God. The pop that the New Day is going to get in Wembley Stadium will be next level, man. I can't wait to see this. Now, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Do you think this is going to be a stadium stampede match? Because this is a lot of contestants for a trios match. Like, you got almost 15 people. If you got the Don Callis family, you got the good, bad, the ugly, you got the dogs, you got Swerve, you got who else over there? Oh, the Demand dog. You got almost 15, probably over 15 people fighting for the trios titles. Even if you do a ladder match, that's going to be a lot of people in the ring. So somebody made the suggestion and they might do a trios gauntlet match. I think that might be the best way they could go, but I'm excited to see what Swerve and the New Day is going to do. This is going to be fire, man. And about time the trios tag team championships get some respect put on their names. So I'm looking forward to that, man.
Yeah, well, we're not going to speak on the Jay White match because that Tony Khan, he a damn fool for that. And to this day, I'm going to hold him accountable for that match because he definitely screwed Jay White, and in my opinion. And until he starts speaking out and explaining what happened, I don't want to talk about it, all right? I just want to move on to this. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully the New Day will pull up with Swerve, and then we'll see what happens from there. I don't know if it's going to be in 0 hour. I hope not. But I don't see any updates saying this is going to be on the card. So, of course, Tony Khan hasn't announced it yet. So let's just wait and see if they're going to put it on the card. But they're going to have to because this is something the fans really want to see. So, and I hope when they do pull up, I hope that it gets 1 million views on the AEW YouTube channel, including anywhere like Twitter and Instagram. I think it will. But man, if the New Day pull up, man, we're gonna need them numbers. Like for real, for real. I don't know if they could help get the numbers up with Dynamite, but they can definitely get the numbers up for Collision because right now I'm only seeing Machine Guns nowhere in sight. Nowhere. So look, let's hope they get back on television because we need some star power right now. Like, we definitely need it. So, yep. So, that's all I can say on that. But we'll wait until the match get added on the card, all right? So, let's continue.
Speaking of trios competition, you had United Empire going over the Don Callis family. If you was on my live last night, you see I had a long argument. Actually, shout out my man Gregory. I was complaining, right? Because the AEW sickos, they want you to say everything is 10 out of 10, right? So I was kind of complaining that I don't know who United Empire is. AEW doesn't let me know who they are. Once again, they don't fill people in on storylines enough for the casual viewer. Not everyone's watching New Japan Pro Wrestling. And even if we're not, dog, do some vignettes. Go on YouTube. Do something to fill us in. Not everybody's a sicko, but whatever, bro. But I'm saying how I don't know United Empire, and people are in the chat. Gregory started it saying, "Get to know them." Like, get to know them, dog. It is AEW job to fill us in on who United Empire is. They beat the Don Callis family, great, but I just don't know who these guys are like that, man. I seen them on Forbidden Door. I think that's the first time I ever seen these people.
Well, look, I can explain for me. I don't know them either, but I know enough history to where I can say that these guys have put in that work, especially when Will was in it. Now, of course, Andrade is in the group now, but I do accepting them for what they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to the members that did pull up for Will Ospreay. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get to see him again, because at this point, man, it seems to me like Will ain't really going back to the Death Riders, so you got to consider him as your member, you know what I'm saying, as the U in the UE, you know what I'm saying, because it's like that. Now that Andrade's a face, I don't think Will and Andrade have any type of beef whatsoever. So now, to me, now they're cool. So, I assume they are. So, so I accepted them for who they are, but I know a little bit of history. I'll say like 30%, you know what I'm saying? So I'll probably, look at some more documentaries to see more about them. But other than that, bro, I'm rocking with them. You know what I'm saying? Hope they come back, you know what I mean? But let's not get carried away here with these 6-man matches. I mean, obviously, they were just, distractions, obviously. So, Don Callis had to get involved, so obviously they feel like they needed something, but whatever. So I say let's just keep it moving, man. Let's get to you.
We didn't really need these trios matches, to be honest, man. I didn't feel it when I seen it on the card. It seems like filler. I don't know why the Don Callis family is such an integral part in this storyline, unless, I wish I remember who said this, because I'm still in the idea from somebody in my live, but somebody said, man, it probably was my man Fearfully Confident. I think he said, man, Kenny Omega it was him. Kenny Omega joining the Don Callis family after he puts more of the knife and Ospreay back at All In. He used some taxes. Maybe Don Callis come out with a screwdriver. Will Ospreay beat Kenny Omega, but he needed Don Callis. Maybe Kenny Omega will return a favor. Let me know in the comments what you think. If that happens, I'm going to be fire. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be ecstatic, to say the least, man. But I don't know, man. The trios matches tonight was cool, I guess, but whatever. Now, you also have Maya World going over in a match. I think Shida, Persephone, Statlander was in this match. She retained the TBS Women's Championship. Once again, the women's division is looking a little shaky in AEW. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I became a big fan of Sky Blue. I became a big fan of Tekla. I became a big fan of a lot of women that I see that they're just not in the picture right now. So I don't know what to say. Maya World's solid, man. I just think she needs a feud and a storyline to really, really, that I could really care about. I want to see her in a feud going into All In that I care about. Now, they're doing probably the most predictable match of 2026. They're doing a match on Collision. Willow Nightingale versus Maya World for the AEW Women's Championship. Why are we doing this? I have no idea, but if we could get Athena into the play, if Athena could cost Maya World the match, and maybe we could get Athena and Maya World at All In, I'm with that. I don't know why we had Athena win the gauntlet last year and she got sent back to Ring of Honor. I don't know why. Maybe somebody could fill me in the comments. But yeah, I want to see Athena in there. I just think Maya World and Athena makes so much more sense. Why you got Maya World in these 4-way matches? But I'm gonna just shut up and watch Collision.
Yeah, guys, don't worry. I will make a reaction video about this. I will do a reaction video to this match. Don't worry, I got you. However, I do agree with Bobby. We definitely need Athena, in this title field that she has right now with the TBS Championship. However, that did not happen because when I did watch the match on Collision with Will and Nightingale and Maya World, nobody came out. No Mercedes, no Athena. Like no Chris Stanlander, no nothing. Just a regular match with a handshake and that's it. I mean, it's just like with Divine Dimension. They have a match. The Braun Burst didn't come out one time to take them out or nothing. So basically, it was a nothing burger for the women's division on Collision. Which is, hey, that rhymes. Nothing. Hey, that rhymes. But yeah, no, the match was okay. It just the ending was just bogus. Here we go again with a motherfucking roll up, man. Like seriously, Will and Nightingale, bro, stop doing the stupid roll up, man. I don't want to see that shit. Do a power bomb. What the hell you doing? What you rolling up Maya World for? You could beat her. You could do a power bomb on her. Why is every time she get in the ring with somebody, she got to roll them up? Like, come on. Just do it. How big you is, you could do a fucking power bomb, bro. Don't make no damn sense. But, again, whatever, man. Fuck that match. But anyway, would I do a reaction video to it? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, man. But I think the Fatal 4-Way to me was better than this match that we saw at Collision because that match stunk. And it was okay, but the ending was just trash, man. Like a roll up, man. Really? Whatever, man. Let's continue.
Now you got Andrade coming out, cutting a promo. I'm not even going to say he had a match because he just did a few moves on this jobber guy. And then you got MJF in the pool with his glasses on saying, I'm the only true champion, blah. Yeah, all right, chat.
If he wins the Casino Gauntlet match and challenges whoever leaves London as AEW World Champion.
Great match, great win. We're all proud of you. Oh, I'm sorry. You thought I was there. You thought I was in that venue amongst all those pores in ass Baltimore, Maryland? No. See, I'm in the most magical place in the world known as Long Island, New York, soaking up the sunshine. And it's glorious here. Do you want to know why I'm here? Because unlike you, real Latino man, I'm big Hebrew, and I have big influence. So I asked the travel team, is Andrade El Idolo on the travel list? Does he have a flight to crappy-ass Baltimore? And they said, why, yes, world champion MJF, he most certainly does. So I opted out, and I decided to just soak in this glorious Long Island sun, and I am so happy to be doing so. The next time you see me, Andrew, you're going to be looking up at the lights in Wembley Stadium. And you're only going to have yourself to blame because you decided to mess with the one true champion. Bye-bye now. Oh, that's nice.
MJF's so delusional.
I know, bro. MJF, my man, bro. MJF, one of my favorite. I mess with MJF, bro. Like, literally, y'all know how much I love MJF. This only true champion, whatever storyline this is, sucks, bro. This is bad. Going into All In, the only true champion? Oh, Bobby Monsoon, he's delusional. It sucks!
What is this? This nigga when I said, probably with a bitch or two if I'm delivering a swear. How we get into a circle, got my knife. That's how he said it, though.
It sucks. I don't care how many times Tony Schiavone says he's delusional. I don't care how many of the sickles say whatever AEW books is fire. It didn't work with Punk. It's not working now. The only true champion and you're in a gauntlet match to win the other title. It's just like, God, Oh my God, this is bad, y'all. This is bad, man. I would like to see Andrade and MJF in a one-on-one match, but unfortunately, we're not getting that. We're getting MJF in a gauntlet match for the second year in a row.
Well, I mean, that's his opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like the segment with MJF, you know what I mean? I just think it's disappointing that he went from being happy to see MJF to being unhappy with the storyline. And I'm like, and you know what? It is kind of nonsensical to put both of these men in the Garlic match when you could just let like somebody like Tommaso Ciampa or Speedball or maybe Dragunov if he pull up, you know what I'm saying, or Leon Slander if he pull up to win this Garlic, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think MJF's gonna win this Garlic, but I also don't think that Andrade is gonna win it either. And the reason why is because they both got beef. And if you both got beef, then you have no right to take something that people haven't worked their asses off for. So with that being said, you guys are going to have to sort your differences out at All Out and go all out. You feel what I'm saying? So it would be nice if Andrade and MJF just erase themselves from this match by, let's say the bell rang and they just brawl out. You know what I'm saying? Like Stone Cold and Rikishi. You know what I'm saying? If y'all remember that match, you know what I'm saying? They go all out. They start beating each other up while everybody else come in and, do their part. You know what I'm saying? And then you have Tommaso Ciampa win it to where, he wins it, go against Will Ospreay at All Out, and then we get our match. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I think that should be the right call if you ask me. So I don't think MJF is going to win this, but if Andrade win this, well, we all know MJF is going to stop him in his tracks for, winning. So I don't know what to say. But hey, my hope is that they just fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they just fight, but outside of the ring to backstage while everybody else get their turn. You know what I'm saying? And my winner is Tommaso Ciampa. I want Tommaso Ciampa to win the Gauntlet, but if we see Dragunov or Leon Slander, then whatever, you know what I'm saying? Let's just see something new, you know what I'm saying? Like, who doesn't want to see Dragunov versus Will Ospreay? Come on now. But we'll see where it goes. We'll see. But I don't think either one of these men might win. But if Andrade wins, then we're gonna have to, figure out what's next. Because I don't understand why would you have him win if he's beefing with MJF. So I don't get it, but we'll figure it out from there. But my pick is Tommaso Ciampa. But let's continue.
But whatever, bro. Oh yeah, you also had Nigel McGuinness beating Hechicero for the Continental Cup. Hechicero, he's the CMLL World Heavyweight Champion. He can't beat Nigel McGuinness on one leg, but they're telling me to watch CMLL. The world champion, Hechicero, forget he loses almost every match. Forget that he's one of the I love Hechicero work so much, bro. It frustrates me so much. He gets put in these jobber positions. He can't beat Nigel McGuinness on one leg. On one leg. Nigel McGuinness, we've seen him at the commentary table majority of this year. Hechicero been putting in nothing but pain. But he can't beat Nigel McGuinness on one leg. Yo, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I love AEW, dog. And it's just like, whenever you say everything isn't perfect, the shit goes, they start having seizures. They start hallucinating. And it's like, come on, dog. How do you want me to, what do you want me to call that? A great match? Hechicero and Nigel McGuinness? No, it made no sense, bro. Hechicero should have won that match. He should have moved on in the tournament. But no, they want Nigel McGuinness to be in London to have stop it, bro. Stop.
Yeah, I agree. Bro should have won that match. But however, they want to push Nigel because he's British and all that. And honestly, I don't know. And I'm hoping that Kyle O'Reilly beats him and whatnot. But I'm going to be real. After this segment that I saw on Collision, bro, I can see Nigel winning this one. Yep, I can see it. I could totally see it. I could definitely see it.
Nigel, congratulations. You have miraculously moved on to the semi-finals of the Continental Cup in Glasgow, Scotland next week. But you've had to withdraw from your match at Death Before Dishonor. So if I can just get an update on your ankle and really just how you're feeling.
Yeah, I'm overwhelmed, obviously, in a lot of pain, and to be perfectly honest,
I'm so... Oh, crap, you guys are doing an interview. I'm so sorry. Can I please get some ice for my back? I'm suffering right now. Oh, do you mind if I...
No, have a seat, pal. Go on.
I'm so sorry, Renee. You can stay here. Oh, my God, that thing is swollen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mate, fair play to you, though. Like, a lot of other men would have just backed out of it, but it's about the pride, though, isn't it? It's about pride for the game. Mate. That's pretty bad. How are you feeling?
As I was saying, pretty overwhelmed, but, you know, the truth of the matter is, I think you can save the congratulations till after Glasgow, because I know what I'm going to do.
Hey, don't count your chickens yet, mate. Let's think about this. As someone that watched you in Ring of Honor as a very, very young man, a kid from Essex watching a geezer from Kent, the QE2 bridge connects us, mate. Seeing you succeed over there gave guys like me hope that we can succeed over here.
Appreciate that.
I'm being honest with you, man. Like, you're one of the goats. You're one of the guys for British wrestling that paved the way for us. There's a lot of thanks that needs to go your way. And, mate, I'll be honest with you right now. I've got more faith in you winning this thing than me winning this thing.
I think that's the problem, Will. You know?
Yeah, I know.
You need to look inside. Realise you're on a precipice of an opportunity. It's never going to happen again. You know? You're one of the best wrestlers in the world. I mean that. Seriously. I can't tell you how proud I am. Every time you go out there and you wrestle, I'm like, he's just done it. He's a guy who's made his career, who's done everything that he set out to do, except what every British wrestler that we watched growing up could do. Win that world title in England. You can do it. Not just for yourself, but for every one of those kids that you've inspired. For your granddad, who's going to be watching you. He's in your heart. I don't know how much longer my career's going to go, but your career, it ain't going to go if you don't win the title at Wembley Stadium. You need to think about that.
Thank you.
Yeah, after seeing that, man, I ain't gonna front. If Nigel wins this, bro, even though I'll be very disappointed in the booking. After that segment with Will Ospreay, bro, I might give him a chance, man. I might, but I don't know. I still might feel rebellious because every time I look at this tournament, bro, I think of Jay White, man. So I see people in the comments are pushing Kyle O'Reilly to win this. But the thing is, if Kyle wins this, will he be able to tell his story in 7 days? I just don't know, man, because they really going all out with Nigel, bro. Like, they got a story for him. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna front. Like, he does have a story, bro. And the fact that they're pushing it, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if Kyle's gonna win this because it's about storytelling. So, and if they got a story with Nigel and I'm seeing it in front of my eyes, I don't know if Kyle's gonna win it, man, because he has no story with John. And Claudio got a little bit after that last segment I see on Collision, that intention that's going on in the back. But is Claudio really going to take that L? I just don't know, man. I think Nigel might got this. And I know it's going to piss off the casual fans, man, but he has a story. And what can we do with that? Man, I don't know, man. After that segment, bro, I think that's a clue that he might win this. And if that happens, nothing we can do but just ignore the match, you know. So if you guys want to take a bathroom break, Go right ahead. But if Nigel wins, what can we do, man? He has a story. And at least AEW has a storyline, right? At least they have storylines. At least they have a story. Isn't that what we want? A story? Yeah, like I said, man, I feel bad for Jay White and the rest, but what can we do, man? Nigel got a story, man. So what you want us to do about it? I mean, the man literally removed himself from the match with Lee Marinari just to protect his own ankle. But I don't know, bro. Whatever happens, happens, but we'll see. But y'all get in the comment box and let me know. Do you think Kyle's going to win? Or do you think Nigel's going to win? Because Nigel has a story, man. Kyle doesn't. Claudio doesn't. So, what can we do? But y'all get in the comment box and let me know what you think. Let's keep it moving.
Mercedes Moné, Willow Nightingale, Renee Paquette, they had a segment where they're doing an interview and they got fed up. They got fed up with the talking, man. So they went out, they start fading backstage. They start fighting into the ring. They have a crazy pull-apart brawl, grabbing hair, scratching, fighting, F-bombs, the whole nine. Now, I'm going to tell y'all know how I feel about Tekla. Y'all know how I feel, how Tekla should have been in this main event. It should have been a triple threat match at least, bro. Tekla's not in it, and I really had a hard time getting into this storyline, but I will say these two women have sold me little by little every week. I think this segment was fire, bro. Willow Nightingale and Mercedes Moné did a great job at telling this story, even though the outcome is probably going to be predictable. Mercedes Moné is going to win the championship. Mercedes Moné already lost to Willow Nightingale, the TBS title. I highly doubt she loses 2 championship matches back to back. I can't see that happening, but the build-up has sold me. They will have a great match, and yeah, I mean, this was a fire
Yeah,
segment.
it sucks that Thekla's not going to be in this match, but if she can just come out somehow and interfere in this match, maybe not during the match, but like after the match, like when Mercedes Moné celebrate, what you can do is that Thekla can come out, hit a spear on Mercedes Moné, and hit a curb stomp on Willow Nightingale, and we get a triple threat match at All Out. And they go all out. And then at Full Gear, we get Willow Nightingale versus Thekla again, but this time one-on-one. And they go Full Gear with it. You feel what I'm saying? So hopefully that will be the case, but we have to wait and see. And yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, it'll be a good match, you know what I'm saying? But it'll be much better when Thekla appears. So hopefully she comes out and attack Mercedes Moné and Willow Nightingale, and then we'll get a build-up from there. So hope that's the case, but we'll carry on. So let's go ahead and get to the ending of this video, and we'll go from there, all right? Let's continue.
Now, y'all, last night's Dynamite was a solid show, man. A solid show. They did a lot to build to All In, and you know what I mean, I'm just so happy, chat. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just so happy that Kenny Omega hit Ospreay with the one-winged angel at the end of the show, man, because if they just left us with that one segment that went that long, it was just, I was going to be a lot more upset. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. Let me hear AEW sickos. Let me hear how I'm so wrong about Tekla and I need to shut up about Tekla. Let me hear about I need to shut up and watch Collision. Let me hear about I'm wrong about everything and AEW's 10 out of 10 perfect and they can't do no wrong. Let me hear it in the comments. Trust me, I'm going to carve out 1, 2, 3 hours to argue with as many people as possible, dog. AEW is doing 100 times better than WWE. You got no argument there. But there are certain things I could point out that I'm not liking, not even a little bit, dog. They're not perfect. They're not 10 out of 10 by a long shot. The build up for All In main event was a lot better last year than this year. I don't want to hear nothing about it, dog. I'm going to holler at y'all in the comments. Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Plow!
All right. Well, shout out to Bobby Monsoon. And he kept it real. I ain't go front, man. He kept it real in this video. You know what I'm saying? Like, things have been a little bit, relaxed, if you might say. I ain't gonna lie, man. Tony Khan's been kind of relaxed lately. But however, the good thing is he bounced back around Dynamite. We just need him to bounce back for Collision as well. But Collision doing good number-wise. It's just Dynamite that's not. But again, you can blame it on Tony Khan, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think it's a sabotage. I don't think these are real numbers. I think they're made up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do think they're just using this as an excuse to say that they don't like AEW. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know people are watching AEW. It's just the problem is they want to, use that, the override excuse, like overrun excuse. Oh, no star power excuse. Oh, MJF is not champion. Dude, it's a hoax. It's a hoax, bro. It's an distraction. I call it as it is. It's a distraction. If y'all find this as a distraction, then y'all just too easily distracted. AEW is based off combined numbers with HBO Max and myaew.com. AEW is doing more numbers than Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and NXT combined, bro. And that's just for a fact. Pain of stone. They're just reporting cable ratings, bro. Like, it makes no... Because you got to think about it, right? If our ratings is low, like a week-to-week basis, why is every time we drop a Dynamite or we drop a Collision, we do 9 out of 10s, 8 out of 10s? Like, that's the thing. Like, cage match, man, we always killing it. But for some reason, when it comes to cable, we're flopping. Okay. Well, again, at this point, man, I'm just like, fuck those numbers, man. Because I watch AEW on HBO Max because I don't have a television. So I don't care about cable, man. Because, that's what it is, bro. Like, people really think that, TV is the only thing to watch. No, bro. You got Monday Night Raw on Netflix. We have AEW on HBO Max and myaew.com. So at this point, man, fuck the numbers, bro, because we don't watch television anyway. And for the people that watch SmackDown on USA Network and NXT on my CW, man, look, y'all can go fuck yourselves. Because at the end of the day, man, people complain about how SmackDown sucks, but y'all still watch it. People saying that they don't watch NXT, but the numbers show that they watch NXT. And shout out to TNA. Even though the numbers are low, I mean, the good thing is people still watch TNA, even though they can't do the same amount of numbers as Collision. But it is what it is. I am rooting for a TNA to be the number 2 company, but I'm also rooting for AEW to be number 1, and eventually they will be. But until then, we're gonna keep watching. We're gonna keep watching AEW, right? And you're not gonna cancel them. And the reason why you can't cancel them is because, they're going worldwide with it. People still pulling up to the shows. They're still selling out. And you can't beat that. The ratings is still good, between 8 to 10. So you can't hate on AEW, bro. They're going to keep thriving. And with the more stars that come from other companies to go to AEW, it's going to continue to thrive. So again, you can make up all the excuses all you want, but AEW is kicking WWE's ass. And you can never doubt that. You can never doubt that. AEW will be around for a very long time. And as long as Tony Khan is there, nobody can stop AEW thriving. And that's just for a fact. Not even Paul Levesque can stop AEW. And it's crazy, too, because the TKO officials, they even pulled up to watch the show, bro. And that's how you know they're hating. That's how you know they're jealous. That's how you know it's competition. Because they on that bullshit pulling up. Bunch of creeps. But, yeah. So at this point, man, fuck the numbers, bro. We balling over here. And we going to continue to ball. We're going to keep balling. That's right. We're going to keep balling. Fuck you talking about. That's all I'm going to say. But, however, I am looking forward to All In. We're going to go all in for sure. And it's going to be epic. But before we end this video, let's talk about Dynamite real quick. Now, this is the card for now, of what we have right now. So MJF and Andrade going to pull up. So you already know what that's about. And also we got Swerve Strickland versus Jack Perry. They cut an amazing promo backstage. So we're going to see if Jack Perry going to go all out with Swerve. And then we'll go from there. And then also we got the Continental semifinals. Listen, man, we all know Jon Moxley is going to retain, but hopefully Claudio will show some type of jealousy and he could possibly remove himself out of the group along with Pac, and we'll go from there. And as for Kyle O'Reilly and Nigel, oh, man, you guys are going to be pissed, all right? I think Nigel's winning, but y'all can comment down below. Let me know if you think Kyle's winning. But with the storyline, with the story going on with Nigel, I think Nigel's going to win because they seem like they're going all out for him. They told a story with him. Y'all saw that segment that happened on Collision with Will Ospreay backstage. I think he's going to win, man, but hopefully I'm wrong. But y'all get in the comment box and let me know what y'all think about the match card for Dynamite. Also, are you looking forward to All In? Because I'm looking forward to All In. If you're my little baby, I'll go all in. If you're my little baby, I'll go all in. If you're my little baby, I'll go all in. If you're my little baby, I'll go all in. If you're my little baby, I'll go all in. If you're my little baby, I'll go all in. If you're my little baby, I'll go all in. I haven't done that in a while, but y'all get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new, and I'll see y'all for next Wednesday for Dynamite. Cut boy, what my name is? Cut boy.